Why are so many modern women unhappy? They seem to have everything previous generations could only dream of: freedom, comfort, opportunities, love. And yet, deep inside, there's this quiet ache, a nagging dissatisfaction, a restlessness that never seems to go away. Just scroll through your social media feed. You'll see it in their eyes, even behind the perfect smiles. Perfect lives, beautiful homes, endless quotes about self-love. But if you look deeper, you can almost feel it, the silent war between who they are and who they think they should be. This video isn't about blaming women. It's about understanding a truth that very few people dare to say out loud. For decades, women have been sold one singular story. You can have it all. The high-flying career, the perfect relationship, the vibrant social life, complete independence, all balanced flawlessly. But here is the psychological trap hidden within that promise. When having it all becomes the standard, anything less feels like an outright failure. And because true perfection is an illusion, lasting happiness becomes an unreachable goal. Many women don't even realize it, but they're chasing a moving target. They're not just comparing themselves to other women anymore. They're comparing themselves to the fantasy version of their own lives that society promised them. And the more they chase this impossible ideal, the more they lose touch with the things that actually bring fulfillment, presence, simplicity, genuine connection, and a sense of meaning. Think about it. Every woman grows up under a kind of invisible programming. From a very young age, girls are praised for being good, nice, and beautiful. Their value becomes fundamentally attached to external validation. What a good girl. You look so pretty. These phrases aren't just compliments. They are the building blocks of an identity. Then, adulthood arrives, and that programming evolves into a deeper, more complex addiction. Now, it's not just about being liked. It's about being chosen, adored, and admired. This constant, insatiable need for emotional feedback creates a quiet dependency. And when that feedback stops, even for a moment, a wave of unhappiness floods in. This isn't some evil flaw. It's a deeply human response. But when your entire sense of self is built on how others respond to you, you'll never feel whole, only temporarily satisfied. Now, let's talk about the giant elephant in the room: social media. It has become a dopamine slot machine for validation. Every scroll, every swipe, shows you a version of life that seems better. Prettier women, happier-looking couples, richer lifestyles, more attention, more followers. Psychologists have a name for this: comparison-induced discontent. And it has become a modern epidemic, especially among women who are socially conditioned to measure their worth through their relational success and social standing. This isn't about healthy competition anymore. It has morphed into a battle for emotional survival. Because every perfect image you see online whispers the same corrosive message: you read not enough. And over time, that whisper slowly, insidiously, becomes a core belief. It gets internalized, and you start to believe it's true. But there's another layer here that most people don't talk about because it's uncomfortable: emotional volatility. Due to hormonal and neurochemical patterns, many women naturally experience stronger and more frequent emotional fluctuations. This means that for them, happiness often feels temporary, fleeting. It comes and it goes. But society, with its toxic positivity, sends a very different message: If you're not constantly happy, something is wrong with you. So what happens? They begin to pathologize normal human sadness. They see every low moment not as part of a natural cycle, but as a personal crisis. And that constant self-blame, that feeling of being broken, only deepens the unhappiness even more. It's not a sign of weakness. It is a clash between raw biology and completely unrealistic social expectations. And now, for the hardest truth of all, especially for the men watching. No man can make an unhappy woman happy. It's impossible. You can give her your love, your loyalty, your time, your effort. You can give her the world. But if her inner world is chaos, your peace will simply become her temporary medication. She uses your stability to soothe her own internal storm, but it will never fix the source of the storm itself. Too many well-intentioned men fall into the trap of trying to fix a woman's unhappiness. They try to love her enough to fill her void, but that void wasn't created by you, and it cannot be healed by you. True, lasting contentment has to come from within herself. It comes from reclaiming her own identity, grounding her emotions, and finally accepting that no life is perfect. Until a woman reaches that point, she will often live in an emotional survival mode, blaming men, blaming society, blaming her job, blaming everything and everyone except the person staring back at her in the mirror. So, why are so many women unhappy? It boils down to two lies they have been sold and have come to believe. First, that happiness means constant pleasure and the absence of any negative feelings. And second, that true fulfillment comes from external validation, from being chosen, admired, and approved of. The real truth is much simpler and far more uncomfortable. Happiness isn't about getting more. It's about wanting less. It's about grounding yourself in reality, not in a curated online fantasy. It's about understanding that peace doesn't come from achieving perfection. It comes from acceptance. The happiest women aren't the ones who seem to have everything. They are the ones who have stopped chasing everything. So, to the men listening, stop trying to fix what you didn't break. Your job is not to be her savior. Protect your own peace. Lead with clarity and strength, not with desperation to make her happy. And to the women listening, you are not broken. You are just overstimulated, overburdened, and disconnected from what truly matters to your soul. You are carrying the weight of impossible expectations. The truth no one tells you is this: peace isn't something you go out and find. It's something you create by stopping all the things that cause you to lose it. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe for more content that challenges the way you see the world. See you in the next one.